Hello everybody, Revolver84 here, thanks very much for clicking on the link. Today we're going to be talking about Far Cry 4. I figured since Far Cry Primal is going to be coming out, best to go back to the last one and give it a quick once over. So Far Cry 4 is a sandbox game set in the country of Kyrat, which is sort of like a Nepali type of country. You know, they've got like the Himalayas and stuff in the background, and it's a dictatorship run by a guy called Pagan Min. So you turn up to Kyrat with your parents' ashes because they recently died, and they're from there with the intention of scattering them. Pagan stops your bus, kills a few people like a total psychopath that he is, takes you off to his castle, and before you know it you're his mortal enemy, and you set off on a task to basically assassinate him. So to get to Pagan Min, you've got to basically work your way through the country, doing various missions and such like, but also clearing out outposts and bell towers, which are sort of like watchtowers, which once cleared opens up areas of the map and shows you new locations. But what really eats up your time is the amount of collectible things within this world. So you could just power through and just follow the story if you really wanted to, but you're missing out on so much. There are things like posters to collect, bells to ring, you can go to Shangri-La, all sorts of different things to do. And something I really like about this game is, unlike other games where there's there's all these little things to collect here, there and everywhere, like Assassin's Creed and Red Dead Redemption, games like that, Grand Theft Auto, they never tell you where the things are. You've always got to go online and look them up yourself. In this, once you've cleared that area and you have purchased the map for that area, it shows you all the locations of the items that you can collect there. Now, I don't know about you, but everyone goes on the internet and finds the locations anyway. The fact that you can do that in-game is so much easier and saves you the hassle of doing it. And when they're on the map, when they're physically on the map, instead of just bombing from one mission to another mission to another mission, you'll finish a mission and you'll be like, oh, there's a poster just down the road, I'll go and get that. Oh, there is a Mask of Eula just down the road, I'll go and get that. And you're not just jumping from mission to mission to mission, you really are exploring every single facet that this country has to offer, because you've got all those collectibles available to you and visible to you, which I think is a really smart thing, and I would suggest other video games to follow that sort of trend, if I'm honest, because it's a really good idea. So, gameplay mechanics. The game's usually quite easy to pick up and play. It's very fast generally when the combat starts. You've got a lot of different things you can do. The weapons make a difference. So, for example, I've just thrown a Molotov there. That catches fire on things like grass and trees and such like, and you can cut off ways of attack. So it brings a different level of depth of how you're going to deal with situations. There's various different types of transport, such as various types of cars, a buzzer, which is like a little mini helicopter type of thing, boats, hovercrafts, so there is a range of things to do as well. And the gameplay itself is quite intuitive and fast paced, and it suits the online elements, which map the game really well. And in terms of the way the game looks, I think the game looks fine. Yeah, it could be better, but I think it still looks really good, really, considering how large it is. Speaking of online and how large it is, this game also has a map editor. So not only can you explore a really large country called Kyrat anyway, you can build your own maps to your own specifications, the way you want to do fights and such like. You can set up scenarios, and there's all sorts of things, but in addition to that, you can upload them to the internet and other people can play it. I've played some cracking ones. I've played one where it was like a simulation of D-Day, and you had people like sort of storming the beaches, and you had to try and stop them and stuff. This one here is a online map that was available to download. You can see ordinarily you wouldn't get so many difficult enemies all together just standing around waiting to be shot, and it just brings another element of enjoyment to the game and longevity to the game, because even if you do finish the really long, really large world, there's an absolutely almost infinite amount of possibilities of different things you could end up doing because of the amount of people that have modded it and the amount of people that have developed their own maps. So it really is a worthy investment in terms of the amount of time you'll spend playing the game. Before I come to the final score, I just want to put something out there. This isn't Far Cry 3. Far Cry 3 wasn't a very good game. It didn't interest you one bit. The missions were really boring. For a lot of the time you were running around not knowing what you were doing. This isn't like that at all, especially like I say, if you purchase the maps and you've got the whole world available to you and you've got so many things to collect. This is what they should have done in Far Cry 3. The graphics are there, the gameplay is there, but most importantly what differentiates it from 3 is there's actually plenty of things to do. You feel like there's plenty of things to do. So I guess it comes to the final score. I think I'm going to give this a solid 7 out of 10. Good, not great. There's other better open world games out there at the minute, especially on PlayStation 4. And with potential for Skyrim, the new remastered edition coming out as well. If you want an open world experience, there is other options, but it has been out a while. It's relatively cheap to pick up now, type of thing. Yeah, I would say if you fancy an open world game, you want to chew up a bit of your time, maybe while you're waiting for another game to get released, this is probably a game that you should probably be picking up. I don't think you'd be disappointed by it, and there's plenty of things to do. So yeah. A good solid 7 from me. So take care guys, thanks for watching.
Hey, Badra.
Hi.
Or should I call you Tarun Matara?
Badra is good. For now.
What's wrong?
Whoever captures Jalandur Temple will lead the Golden Path. The future of Kirat is at stake, and I'm caught between Amita and Sabal. You've seen them fight, you know how they are. Amita wants to destroy the temple. She says that this will free the women of Kirat and break us away from outdated traditions like the Tarun Matara.
I thought Tarun Matara was a good thing.
Sabal thinks it is. If he captures the temple, he'll complete the ceremony and make me Tarun Matara. He says that embracing our traditions is what will make us stronger.
And what do you want to do?
I want to free Kirat. But I can't choose on my own. Amita and Sabal will never agree, so this leaves you, RJ. You've made a difference here. The Golden Path will listen to you. But you have to understand that whoever you back at Jalandur will become the unquestioned leader of the Golden Path. And once Pagan is defeated, they will control Kirat as well.
I know what I have to do.
Thank you.